Ah, I heard about you, Dan. I lead Elite 4. You can call me Lance, the Dragon Trainer. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're harder to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. Well, are you ready to lose? Your league challenge ends with me, Dan. Alright, Lance, the final Elite 4 member, right in front of us. Let's go ahead and defeat him. So Lance specializes in Dragon-type Pokemon, but there aren't really a lot of Dragon-type Pokemon in Generation 1. There's only, you know, the Dratini line, so Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. So he has a few of those Pokemon, also has the Gyarados starting out, and he also has an Aerodactyl. So starting out, he's going to have the Gyarados, which Charge-Volt is faster, and because he is a water flying, right? Thunderbolt is 4 times super effective and should one-shot. This Gyarados, by the way, it has Hydro Pump, Dragon Range, Leer, and Hyper Beam, so it can be quite scary. Maybe Hydro Pump and a Hyper Beam can do quite a decent chunk to your Pokemon, so I'm just going to be sure to one-shot it, no problem, and that's going to be the Gyarados. Alright. You get Charge-Ball level 58 as well, which is nice, and it's going to go into the Dragonair. So, the last thing I can probably teach you about Generation 1 is going to be how the opponent AI actually behaves with certain conditions. So we're going to go into Squishy here. Now, this Dragonair has Agility, Slam, Dragon Rage, and Hyper Beam. So it's going to go for the Agility. So, yeah, so something about the AI is that he usually likes to be faster than the other Pokemon. So because Dragonair is actually slower than Jolteon, the AI is going to just waste a turn on Agility. This means I actually have a free switch into Squishy, which is nice. But now this is where I actually explain one more thing about Gen 1 AI, is that, so we can go back into Dragonair's move pool, right? So let's see, Agility, which is a Psychic type move, Slam, which is a normal type move. We have Dragon Rage, which is a Dragon type move, and Hyper Beam, which is a normal type move. So Squishy is Tentacruel, right? Tentacruel is a water poison. This means that Tentacruel is weak to Psychic. And there's a weird thing about Gen 1 AI, where when they see that one of their Pokemon, right, in this case Dragonair, has a move that is actually super effective against the opponent Pokemon, he will always go for it. Even though Agility is a Psychic type move and does no damage, the AI will still see Agility as a Psychic type move that's super effective against Squishy's Poison typing. So this Dragonair will spam Agility forever. That is the last piece that's the last thing I can really teach you about Gen 1 AI. You can manipulate the AI into using a specific move and kind of being locked into it, even if the move does no damage, just because the typing of that move is super effective against the Pokemon you have on the field. So not only is Tentacruel insane, with insane special, insane speed, I think it's a very good Lance counter, because you can just bait all the Dragon-type Pokemon that he has to use Agility, which I think is really cool. So we're just going to be using Ice Beam, we're going to be killing Dragonair, and as you can see, it's going for Agility, even though it's probably already faster than Squishy. So that's pretty cool, I think. You can just use Tentacruel to completely counter Lance, and we're just going to be killing the Dragonair nice and easy. So this is going to go now into the another Dragonair, so this is going to go Agility again, but we're faster this time, and it has the exact same move pool, so Agility, Slam, Dragon Rage, and Hyper Beam. That's going to be the other Dragonair. It's going to go into the Aerodactyl. Right, the Aerodactyl, we have a pretty good option to this. We could just use, we could technically use Squishy, but I think a much safer option is just going to Escargot or Rock-type. So Escargot, you know, with 125 base defense, it's just not going to take any damage from this Aerodactyl. This Aerodactyl has Supersonic, Bite, Takedown, and Hyper Beam, so only normal type moves. This means we're totally fine here. I'm just gonna go with Surf here. We also have Blizzard if we want, we have Hydro Pump if we want, and as you can see, he's like critting because Aerodactyl is pretty fast, but it doesn't really matter because he can't do too much damage to Escargot, and we're just gonna take down this Aerodactyl. One Surf should be enough, yeah, because Aerodactyl's defenses aren't very good, and he's gonna go into his final Pokemon, the Dragonite. This is probably faster than Escargot, right? The Dragonite is faster, so I'm not really sure what it's going to go for. The Dragonite has Agility, Slam, Barrier, and Hyper Beam, so not only can this Dragonite spam Agility against Squishy, the Tentacruel, but it can also spam Barrier, because Barrier is also a Psychic-type move. But it's going to go back into Squishy. Even if he slams or Hyper Beams here, he will never be able to one-shot Squishy. He goes for the Agility, and now he's actually locked into using Agility forever, or Barrier, right? And we're just going to kill the Dragonite with one more Ice Beam. And that's how you completely counter Lance and you get a free win on the last Elite Four member. So that is Lance. Very nice and easy.